Hey guys, I'm just doing a short video to show you how to do the pillowcases. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to cut out a whole bunch of circles. And I have some little pink bowls that you can just trace around your material. And then just cut out your circles and then cut them in half. So what you're going to be working with are half circles. And you're going to cut out probably about 18 full circles. And that will give you about 34 half pieces, anywhere between 16 and 18 full circles. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to find that piece of parchment paper and you're going to open up your pillowcase and just slide it in, because you do not want the hot glue to go through the pillowcase and stick on the back. So go ahead and put that parchment paper in. And then you're going to find a plate and you're just going to kind of eyeball it and get it in the center. And this is going to be like the size of our flower when we are finished, just a little bit above it. Okay, after you do that, you want to just find your pieces. I always like to lay out my first 6 or so I can kind of get a pattern going. What I'll do is I'll just kind of go around. I'll start at the top and the bottom. We'll get those kind of in the right area. And then the other side pieces are going to go kind of like this. And then we're going to hot glue it down. We're going to have a little helper, it sounds like. Okay, after you lay it out like that, you just kind of look at it, make sure it's what you like. And then you get your hot glue gun. And I always just kind of, on these ones, just do a dot in the middle. And then one on each side. We have a little chicken in the background.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
I just want to stay here.
Yeah.
I'll stay here on the store.
Okay, so basically on all of your material, it's going to be about 3 dots per piece. One in the center and one on each edge, and that should hold it pretty good. If your material is pretty light and flimsy, if it falls over pretty easily, you can always go like halfway up and do like a dot, and it will kind of keep, when you put your pillows in, keep it from this flopping down all the way. So we'll just keep on going around.
Are you the best cooking ever, Mom?
I'm not, am I the best cook ever?
No.
No, honey. Okay. After you get your outside done, and if you wanted to hot glue it later to see if it flops, you can.
It's a
You can,
flower.
yeah, it's a flower. So you're just going to look at it, and then it goes like that. And then now what we're going to do is we're just going to start filling it in. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a dot right there and right there. Just take your material, and I usually press down like this far in the corner on that side.
Oh.
And then I like to do this corner on this side and press that down right there. And then I like to keep the middle up for a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and just kind of press that down like that. And you can see right here I wasn't paying attention. You're going to see like a little pin mark from when I marked before. So if you guys want to keep eyes on that and just make sure your pin sides are on the inside so people don't see that.
Good morning, Mom.
Hello.
Good morning, Mom.
It's good afternoon.
Good morning, Mom. Good morning.
Good morning. So you're just going to keep on going around until you get into the center.
Yep, I just touched it, Mom. I just touched the ball, Mom. I'm touching the ball. I'm touching the ball.
You're touching the bowl.
Yeah, I'm touching the ball. Ooh.
The only reason I don't like to do dots in the center because sometimes this will accidentally hit in there, and it's kind of hard to move around afterwards.
This is for Christmas.
Mm-hmm. That's for Christmas.
Can I have one, Mom?
Maybe later.
Okay. Okay, Mom. Okay. Is it gonna be all gone? Okay. We need some more. Shoot that. Okay,
I really don't do anything perfect, you guys. I think kind of sometimes the more imperfect it looks, a little bit better. So now you're going to see it's going on to the third layer. And I just kind of go close to the corners so that now this will be filled up and so that this is covered up after I'm said and done.
Nice. Nice.
So now you're just going to kind of go through and do this side, and just keep on working. You're all the way inside.
What are you doing, Mom? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm making a pillow.
What are you making?
Pillow.
Oh, a flower pail?
Yeah, flower pillow.
Wow, that's from the birthday. Is that for everyone's birthday?
No, it's for Christmas.
The sweet is busted, but I just went away with. A pearl Christmas on it. I'm just very happy with these ones.
Okay, hold on. Can you be quiet for 1 second?
I'm just very happy with these
Okay,
ones
shh.
for you.
Now, when you guys are cutting your material, you can cut it like at angles, or you can cut it more straight up and down if you want. I just found like that I'm like more random. So you could actually like cut it so it's straight up and down so everything is matching perfectly. I'm just not a matching person, so it doesn't really, I just like more random. But that's something that you guys can think about when you make your pillow. How you want to cut the material is how you want it to look on the pillowcase.
Hello. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
It's right there, this guy.
Get some of these things out. So now I'm just going to keep on going around.
Okay, Mom.
Okay. And right there you can see like I'm bringing the material down. I kind of noticed it was too high up on that area. I'd been too close to that one. So like it really is not a big of an art to worry about exactly where everything goes. It kind of looks, it'll look great however you finish it off. Now we're just going to go through and kind of fill in all the spaces. Oops, my glue gun. Glue fell out.
Hey, Mom, can I get to play on it? Can I get place on it? That's how you want to, Mom?
What?
That's how you want to?
Would it be easier if we just put the video on YouTube?
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
And then anybody can pull it up, and that's what we'll do. Well, guys, we're going to post these videos on YouTube so that you guys, if you want to pause it and kind of do step by step, you can do it that way. Or if you just want to watch the whole video at one time, you can do that too. It should be pretty easy. We got internet at the church. And if you want to fast forward through all this slow part, you can do that. And fast forward through all the noise. That would be you, little girl. You just want to kind of keep watching your centers. I know sometimes you'll pull one side or the other, so just got to make sure that in the when you're in and done, you don't want your center to be over here too close to this side. I've done that before, not paid attention. So now I'll probably
I
come
can
on
help
this side.
you if these ones, Mom. Yeah, Mom, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yep. Hello.
So now I'm just kind of watching, you guys, my centers, and I'll probably put one right on top of these, like that. And if you have shorter pieces, like if you don't cut directly in the middle, and these ones are smaller, sometimes the smaller ones are nicer in the middle, too.
They put Christmas on it. They put Christmas on the top. Okay, Mom? I can put these ones on the top and the flower in the pot.
And the flower. So at this point, I kind of just like to spin my pillowcase around. Just kind of making sure. See, to me, it looks like it's coming to this side a little bit, so I want to make sure I put my centerpiece more in the middle there. That looks pretty good that way. And I always just make sure the zipper. You can't touch those. I just kind of make sure I keep the zipper on the bottom. So what did I say? It's kind of closer this way. Okay. So I need to kind of. No, it needs to go up a little bit. Okay. So on my last piece, on my last couple pieces, I'll just kind of really look around. So I might do one right here, and then hot glue that in. And then I'll probably just do this the same way. Just kind of put actually kind of like a three bloom. So there's like 3 little pieces, so you can't really tell like it's just 1 and 2. Oh, that kind of already stuck on there. I'm just gonna make a mess because it's all about just the glue. Just throw it on there. And I'll just kind of this one like that.
That one. The whip piece, the big one.
So, and then I'll just pick any center I want. There's a couple of them that are like little medallions. There's a couple stars that you could put in there. There's a simple one that's just like a little button, and if you wanted to go square, you could go square, or just, you know, this one could be diagonal. You could do more Christmas festive and just do like the colors. And then there's like little snowflakes you can put on top. There's white ones, or there's some little gold ones. And if you don't want that side up like that, when you put a star, you can go like flip it upside down and put that star right there. Another option, you can put a couple bells in the center and call it good. So you guys can really kind of pick which ones you want. I already did one and I finished it off. So I'll probably just do another one that kind of matches it. So I have 2 pillows that match. And then I could call it good. So I'll just kind of make sure that looks a little center. Put some hot glue down there. I'm going to just set it lightly so that if I have to kind of move it a little bit, I can. Just so it looks good from all angles. That looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to do that. And then on this one, I'm going to put, let's see what gold star I picked on that one.
This one.
And then I'm going to do
this one.
this little gold snowflake on top.
And
And
put one in me.
voila!
Put my name.
That is your pillow. I'll probably go ahead and go through, like I said, and probably just tack these glue pieces right here on these upper ones and probably go around in case they get flipped around. And that
It's on like this.
is
It's on
it.
like